about ready to begin?
Yes, I think so. I think the project just sort of rose out of nowhere in my mind. My subconscious had just started rambling about how I needed to make this perfect film, this magnum opus, if you will, if I needed to be remembered. So I delved deep, and I mean deep, into the depths of my mind, and I pulled out the most brilliant idea that I had ever had, and that turned out to be Goldenlight.
So, Alan's worked on a lot of films, like Rat's Eye, the inspirational story of a rat in his eye, and I think what most people would know him for is Wraithed in Shadow and Blood, widely regarded as the 278th greatest film of all time.
With this film, though, I knew it was special. So I decided to challenge myself. I was going to make the greatest film of all time on the budget of an incompetent student film. Because I am a perfect director. I can do anything. And I knew that for a fact.
I'm sorry, he said what?
Alright, so what I'm thinking is that we're at, after crunching the numbers, this is really where we're at.
120 million. Okay.
Yeah.
I have one suggestion. Could I do an edit?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. I will. Voila!
I just told them to redirect the budget Alan removed into paying the crew.
And so I knew I needed to have the greatest talent in the world working on this project to balance out the significant loss of budget. I wanted to hire Jeannie G. Vitis, who had already won 14 Oscars for her acting roles.
It was actually my idea to hire Jeannie, but he never tells anyone that. Jeannie is actually the only reason the studio agreed to greenlight the project. They didn't really trust Alan.
I saw her in Sad Sack Steve, of course, and immediately knew that she was the one. So I messaged her about it, and she surprisingly got back to me really quickly. She told me, and I quote, "I saw your name and was immediately intrigued. I'm in."
Her actual quote was, "If I'm desperate, sure."
So now that Jean was on board, I was ecstatic. I hired everyone else I had already worked with who didn't completely remove all contact with me.
The only reason we still work with this guy is because the studio guaranteed us a multi-picture deal for all of us. So we signed the contract.
Is he a good director? Sure. Is he a good person?
Hey, are you stupid start setting up the camera over there? You can't move it like that. That's incredibly unprofessional. Son of a... Jesus!
The guy definitely has unresolved anger issues, to say the least. And if he thinks that that fake British accent is fooling anyone, he's wrong. He was born in Arkansas.
Now that pre-production was completed, all that was left to do was to film Goldenlight before its deadline in 3 months. Another limitation Alan had set for himself to add challenge. Only, there was one problem.
Oh, for God's sake! Not again, Gary, you stupid good. You've ruined yet another one of my shots. What am I going to do with you? You stupid Hey, excuse me.
Take me to a hospital!
Get the V
I just, can we switch topics, please? That was a very humiliating day for me.
Turns out, Gary has severe heart problems. He had a small heart attack. It was incredibly minor, and I'm guessing pretty painless. And he was fine after 2 days. But geez, the guy ruined my shot and delayed my strict shooting schedule by an additional 2 days. And the most ironic part is his last name is Fines. You'd think he'd be fine after that, but no. His name lies. Do I feel remorse? Sure, I guess. Did he break a bone in one of his fingers? Yes, but it was small. But was it worth it? Well, he hasn't done anything like that since, so yes. Yes, I think it was.
Little did any of the crew know, further complications would occur, this time involving Alan and the star of Goldenlight, Jeannie Vitus.
Claire has cancer? What do you...
Okay, stop! Stop again. I was wrong. I did the wrong criticism. That's not on me, that's on you, though. You delivered it.
Claire has cancer? What do you mean? I don't understand. When did her reports come in?
Hey, stop! You said reports. Really weird.
And she has gingivitis? She has cancer and gingivitis? Dave, how can you drop this on me? I thought we were friends.
Okay. Gingivitis. I don't think it's f***ing real. I didn't put it in the script. I wrote the script. Some put it in there. So we're going to need to do that whole thing without the word gingivitis. Because it doesn't make sense.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that I have seen anyone madder than when Jeannie looked at Alan after the 312th criticism. And no, that isn't an exaggeration. That's how many takes there were. It was like hell when I was editing.
Eventually, Jeannie got so frustrated that she started to go on a tirade towards Alan.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Stop helping him, he's only a techie. He's only the sound guy. Get in shot already. We need to finish this.
Are you serious? No. I know. Are you? How far is the stick up your ass for you to be so hypocritical? You are idiotic. You are ill-tempered. You are a child. You are horrible to work with, and you don't treat your actors with respect. Not even your text with respect. We are people. We're not props for your stupid film. You need to take a breath, calm down, and learn some common sense, okay? I'm out!
Wait! You know, there are many actors in this world. I can replace you. Easily, completely. You are utterly replaceable to me. Ta-ta!
Ugh! Can't.
Typical.
Can I go home?
F you.
Jeannie is unfortunately no longer with us, as you may have heard.
Shortly after her argument with Alan, she tragically fell into a wood chipper.
There wasn't even one needed for the shoot. I don't know where it came from.
Jeannie was a lovely person, and I'm glad to have worked with her. However, since she was the only reason why the project was greenlit, it was promptly cancelled after her unfortunate demise.
You know, she probably did it intentionally. Yeah. She knew that if she jumped into that wood chipper, that my film would never be released. I mean, wow. What an hole, right? I mean, I guess I just intimidated her so much that she jumped into that chipper. I mean, who just happens to fall into a wood chipper? Who could possibly be that stupid? I mean, maybe Jeannie was, but I still think she jumped in.